This is the Elgato HD60S Plus, and I really enjoy using this capture card. It's easy to use, sounds great, and USB 3.1 support makes it easy to capture games and play them through the OBS window. Not to mention, the visuals look good too. There is a catch. When the Elgato is asked to display 4K resolution, it will only spit out a 1080p downscaled image. In other words, it passes it through. Yes, it still looks good, but it's not 4K native good. So what about 1440p? Elgato's webpage shows that most resolutions are supported apart from 1440p. Does this mean that 1440p is not supported on this capture card? To find out, I used the 1440p output on the PlayStation 5 and the Steam Deck to see what happens. With that, let's go. For the PlayStation 5 testing, I used 4K and 1440p back to back, and I also used OBS to make sure the resolutions match the output. So again, 4K for 4K and 1440p for 1440p. Turns out, after some fiddling, the 1440p output mode does indeed work, just not with HDR turned on. Will this make a difference? Let's start with Gran Turismo 7, and I'm using my trusty BMW E36 M3. Yes, I love drifting and driving this car, it's fun. Here's the 4K downscaled image, and here's the 1440p image. Did you see a difference? No? Allow me to assist you. Zooming into the rear of the BMW, let's try this again. 4K downscaled, and 1440p. This time, you can see the BMW badge is clearer on the 1440p image, there's less artifacts on screen, and the jaggy lines are reduced on the 1440p image. Going inside the interior, we can see the same traits as before, and there's a lot more stair-stepping on the 4K image, whereas the 1440p image is cleaner and more detailed. There's no doubt that the Elgato is processing the 1440p image differently compared to the 4K output. Spider-Man Remastered is next, and almost straight away I saw a difference. You see that red sign just above that door? On the 4K downscaled footage, the sign is illegible and blurry. On the 1440p footage, the same sign is almost readable. I can just about make out the E and X letters in the 1440p image. If I zoom in on the door and sign, the image quality differences are even more frank, which I still cannot believe is the case. The rest of the game is sharper and cleaner if you look at the HUD elements especially. 1440p on the Elgato is proving to be working very well, more than I expected. I saw a similar phenomenon in Spider-Man Miles Morales. You see that truck with the numbers? Well, in the 4K output mode, I can see the number 2, but the rest are too blurry to make out. In the 1440p mode, I can clearly see the numbers 2787 on the truck. Zooming in on this truck makes this even more clear. Hard to believe the 1440p resolution is working so well on the Elgato. Why doesn't Elgato say anything about this device supporting 1440p? Of course, the rest of the game benefits from the 1440p mode, including sharper visuals and cleaner HUD elements. Pretty impressive that there's this much difference between the two captures. I tried Rise of the Tomb Raider, and this is a PlayStation 4 game that uses 4K with the checkerboarding reconstruction method. Although a difference can be seen, I found it a bit more difficult to spot as the game can be a bit blurry at times. You can see the checkerboarding breakup in this scene here. However, with some careful sleuthing, I did see a cleaner output with the 1440p mode. Goes to show how a game's overall picture quality can be affected by circumstances other than just output resolution. Here's a few more games that I tested before moving onto the Steam Deck. To confirm the 1440p output, I used the Steam Deck at both 1080p and 1440p outputs to see if the Elgato was indeed processing the two properly. I will let you folks see the footage for yourself, then I will see you at the end for my conclusion. Well, that was unexpected. Strangely, despite not promoting this feature, the Elgato HD60S Plus seems to support 1440p and actually improves the image quality over using the 4K pass-through option. It's a good thing Sony got 1440p output to work, as this was not available when I first got my PlayStation 5. I guess the next thing to do is see how well this solution does against the built-in internal recording capture software of the PlayStation 5 when using 4K resolution. You folks let me know, what were your thoughts on the results seen in this video? Tell me in the comments, and I will see you soon.